I mean, listen to this thing run. It's like a sewing machine with butter poured all over it. So, as you can hear, the truck is on right now. It's not that loud, is it? See, I'm a big fan of powerful, quiet engines. But if you're like me, ever since I started looking for these, I would see this on the road. This is really the distinguishing characteristic feature that you can tell if one of these 4Runners is V8 or not. The V6s don't have that little tag on the front there. So if you're looking to buy one of these, another thing you're going to want to look for is to hopefully find out if the timing belt water pump has been changed out. Now, you know, fortunately for me, I've never had an experience where one of these actually failed on me, but from what I hear, probably the thing I like least about this V8 4.7 engine as opposed to the V6 is that it does require timing belt service every 100,000 miles. And apparently this is called an interference engine. So if that timing belt were to fail on you while you were driving, it could be catastrophic for the engine itself. I've actually never met anyone that has had a timing belt break on them. I've heard people go 300,000 miles with never changing theirs, and then I have people that change it every 100,000 miles. But I do know this, that if you're going to try to resell a vehicle, that is people's number one, one of people's number one question, because it's around an $800, $900 job depending on where you get it done. My favorite part, going off-road onto the dirt roads. Ooh, yeah, super smooth. Now, I really love this vehicle. Something about the way that it shifts through its gears, the smooth power, just feels like what it communicates to me when I drive it is like, man, I'm not even close. Like I'm like a tenth of the way through my life. You know, and this already has 175. This vehicle actually feels like it could run up to 1,000,000 miles. That's just what it feels like to me with how tight the steering wheel is, how smooth it shifts, how quiet it runs. It just seems like it runs super clean. Now, my least favorite thing about it is probably the gas mileage. It seems like I'm averaging around 14 miles a gallon with this thing, which really isn't that great. So that's gonna be a big turnoff for a lot of people, I would say. Now, what I'm gonna demonstrate to you here is, as you can see, I'm on a gravel road, gravel / a little bit of grass, but this is a great way for me to really get the feel for how good of a traction that vehicles have, because like if your vehicle's two-wheel drive and it has a lot of power, like a two-wheel drive Tundra or a two-wheel drive V8 engine, and you give it some gas on the gravel driveway, the tires will spin pretty easily. But here I'm going to show you, not even with the differential turned on, this is just standard, how all-wheel drive all the time. I'm going to give it some gas and you're going to see how the tires respond on the gravel driveway. Now, I have really been excited about getting one of these for a long time. And I've gone to look at probably 10 of them over this last year. Most of them have rust issues. So you climb up underneath the truck, you start looking around, and the frame is rusted out. And if it's not that, they either have high mileage or the asking price is just too crazy. So it's a real trick. I guess the opportunity is to try to find one of these that doesn't have super high mileage. And this one, I would say, is lower mileage. It has 175,000 miles on it. And make sure it doesn't have any rust, and that it's, you know, operating okay. It drives good, smooth, it's quiet, four-wheel drive works well. When you push the button to go in, it goes into four-wheel drive and then it goes out. That's important. And then the center differential locking button too. You want to make sure that works in and out. I mean, that's not a huge deal, but still, a lot of times it seems like with SUVs that have that feature, those sometimes have a tendency to go out.